Managers are the highlight today because you have NUNO out, you have OLE out, you have KLOPP flopping against Brentford, and you also have Pep finally beating Tuchel. And one last thing, Arsenal are back. Yes, people. It is episode 65 of Midnight Vibes. Vibes FC, we're back in the building. As you can see, I'm joined by David, everyone's favorite villain. Actually, again, you're too close to me, my brother. Like, if you're going to be anywhere near me, you're going to be below me. And our guy, Gunnar who actually is smiling. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely smiling, absolutely buzzing from today, from today's result. And people, I can see you guys noticing the Lazio kit. Yes, I am wearing the Lazio kit. Is it something to do with them beating Roma today and beating Jose? Maybe, in fact, maybe. You know, it is. I just got to bring it out. Many people didn't know I had this shirt. So, yes, I brought it out today for a special occasion. We love to see it. Drinking them Jose tears. I actually didn't watch the game. I actually didn't know what's going on. All I knew that they won 3-2. That was it. But anyway, yeah. David, how are you? First loss of the season and that.
I'm calm. I actually had quite a good week, quite a good weekend. So I'm not too worried about it. Like, you know, everyone's got to lose at some point. So yeah, it's cool. Hamilton's the goat.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about that in before we get into the football and that. But hey, man like Gunnar, look at him smiling.
That's a good weekend, man. Ansu Fati's obviously back as well. Got his goal. Came off the bench, 91st minute. Good goal. And then obviously we just marinated. We just put the spices and the herbs on Spurs. We'll cook them at their stadium. We just marinated them, just getting them ready. Just, tenderness. And we'll cook them properly at the ground, at the White Shite Hart Lane, should I say. Yeah, just get ready for it.
Okay. All right. Saul's a very happy man. But guys, smash the like button for Midnight Vibes. We got a wonderful show today. We got wonderful guests. We have three guests today making their returns. All of them making their returns to the starting lineup for Vibes FC. So we love to see it. So smash the like button. Remember to share this out to all the charlatans not catching the vibes right now. Share it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want to share it. Share it out there, people. And also remember to subscribe to the Football Terrace as we are trying to reach 215k people. We are 3,000 off. So get your sharing, get subscribing, become a member to get bonus content. You know what I'm saying? Get to have a chance to be in the studio on Fridays as well. You guys can be there if you guys are a super or a legend member. Right. Let's introduce the guests for tonight. You know what I'm saying? And we have to start off with one person. In a world dying of chivalry, we are going to do ladies first. You know what I mean? Chivalry is not dead people. You know what I mean? So this wonderful lady, she actually started off on this show in terms of the first ever Midnight Vibes episode. She was on it, bro. You know what I mean? She was on it. She did an excellent job in her little office space that she was in. You know what I mean? Making sure the kids were sleeping, even though she weren't paying attention to them. But ever since then, she has just taken the football scene by storm. Not only is she one of the only Man City fans you'll ever see in your life, but she is just growing and growing and growing. She argues with anyone, and literally you can't beat her. You can't beat her. Literally, I see in the comments people slagging off City. She'll be like, "Well, where are your trophies? Where's your structure? Yo, at least I've got money. Like everyone's broke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely love it, and she's doing an absolute wonderful job over at Sarcasm City and with her podcast, Gowdom City as well. So obviously, big up for the one and only Yan City. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Thanks for having me on again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. She was cooking me backstage saying, "Yo, where was the invite?" I'm like, "I'm sorry. You've become too famous for my little show." But yeah, loving having Yan back. We'd love to see it, and she could come and finally give someone who's a Chelsea fan some smoke, because this guy's getting a bit too gassed about his German manager. You know what I'm saying? Right now, next up, because he's a friend of the show, and also he has a reason to smile. He has a theory that the only time I try and bring him on is when his team are in the mud. But not today, you know what I mean? Not today. Today, his team is victorious. His team has got their chest out, banging it like King Kong, you know what I'm saying? Letting them know that they are king of North London. All the way from a nice little podcast called The Final Third. You know what I'm saying? Actually, his podcast mate has been going viral for his reaction to Bruno missing a penalty. But he can be laughing all show today. Man like Shems is here with us today, bro. Come on now. You're on mute as well, my brother.
Oh, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
My bad, man. I was going off. Yeah, thanks for that intro, man. Thanks for that intro. And yeah, you always bring me on as for a therapy session, but today I'm here to brag and live in the moment, man. This short-term moment. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
No problem. We'd love to have you back, man. And finally, our final guest today. I feel for him because he is actually one of the only Spurs fans who's got IQ. He knows what's going on. And his team lets him down time and time again. I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for him, Tanya would be losing it. He's sometimes there just be like, Tans, I've got you, girl. I've got you. I'm with you in this. You know what I mean? So yeah, we love to see. And he's just out here doing his thing as well, appearing on many different channels. He's got also a wonderful last name, like one of the best sports game out there. You know what I'm saying? He actually supports the Seahawks like myself, you know what I mean? So this is why I like him as well. It's man like Ryan Madden.
I'm just there for the smoke, KJ. Tanya couldn't make it. I'm here to take her smoke for today. I'm here to just take it, man.
I told you, bro. I told you, ladies, chivalry is not dead. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is here to take the blows for Tans. You know what I mean? We absolutely love to see it. Everyone, smash the like button for our three wonderful guests. We're going to ask them the show question in a second, but before we do, make sure you press that like button. Someone says here, someone says here, man like Liam, KJ, stop waffling, lad. Bruv, my guy Liam, if you don't know about Midnight Vibes, we have to give our guests the best intro they've ever had in their life. You know what I mean? As much as we are Vibes of Sea, we also work for British Gas because we out here gassing everything, bro. You know what I mean? So I understand I might talk a lot, but I have to make sure my guests feel the love. What you can do, Liam, my brother, is smash the like button so they can feel the love. I'll stop talking then. All right, guys. So the question is show question time. Battle of the best midfielders in the Premier League, best midfielders in Manchester. Paul Pogba or Kevin De Bruyne, which one are you taking? I'm gonna go to Jan last because I know she got a lot to say about this. But Ryan, Paul Pogba or Kevin De Bruyne?
De Bruyne every day, no matter what. Always De Bruyne, the best midfielder in the world, best CAM in the world.
Straight in there, Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, Shems.
Yeah, KDB. If he's fit, if they're both fit, KDB. KDB, 100%. My problem is fitness. My problem is fitness. But yeah, KDB for me, 100%.
Okay, KDB and Jan. Who are you taking?
Do you know what? It's obviously De Bruyne. You know what it is with De Bruyne? He's just consistently good. Like, I do rate Pogba. I actually like Pogba, but because people disrespect De Bruyne, it makes out like I'm disrespecting Pogba, but I'm not trying to because I actually rate him. I just think De Bruyne turns up again and again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think
It's blown the door wide open now. Come on.
Yeah, the door is.
I think if
very
Pogba had
wide.
won what De Bruyne had won in the Prem, people would be saying it's clear that it's Pogba
Yeah.
because he's won all this with United. But because he's a City player, people are just like, oh no, Pogba's better. And it's just, there's no evidence of that apart from on paper. So
Now that's fair enough. It was tight at the start, but now KDB has got a 5-point lead. It's now 10-5 to KDB, and this might be a whitewash unless listen, the Pogba fans. When you come on the show, you need the back PP because, bruv, it is looking peak out here for him. Peak out here for him. So, guys, smash the like button for us for Kevin De Bruyne. He's taking the lead. We've got Kendall in the comments, our vice captain, not able to be with us today, but she is there supporting anyways. Also, shout out to Tanya out here. And you know what, Ian? Before we get into these things, shout out to all the female football content creators. We got Yannicka with us. We normally have Tans and Kendall. You've got the Gold Diggers podcast. You've got so many. There's so many to list. Who else is there? Is it Holly, the Arsenal fan? You've got Holly, the Spurs fan. You've got so many wonderful ladies out there. Sophia, a Chelsea fan. You got so many wonderful ladies who love football and make content for us. And the amount of grief they get for just sharing an opinion or even just having banter with the whole thing is just getting a bit mad. Like I'm here supporting Tanya today. She was on the Friday night show doing her thing. You know what I mean? We love the energy that she gave. Yes, her team didn't back her up, but there's no need to go out and say what you need to say. Yeah, someone says Jess. Yeah, Jess as well. If I've forgotten you. You've not been left out. It's not because I don't rate you. It's because there's so many of you wonderful ladies out there. So, guys, let's keep supporting our female content creators. Let's keep showing them love and make sure them little troll accounts just get blocked and deleted, bro, because we don't need them out here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen, everyone out here trying to have fun, baby. It's football, fam. 2021. We're here to have a good time. Right. Before we get into the football, Spurs weren't the only thing that was Spursy this weekend.
I made good money off that. I made some good money.
A certain boxer, a hero of England, a hero of Britain, decided to go up to the Spurs ground and actually do up Spurs. Yes, and we're talking about AJ, Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. I'm not a boxing fan. I don't profess to be a massive watcher. When I do watch it, I just see two men throwing punches, and I'm just like, who's gonna get knocked out? But I do love AJ. AJ obviously is my guy. British guy, does his thing, in good shape. I love it when he wins. But all I heard is that he got schooled. So someone who knows about boxing, tell me what I go on, because
the thing is, with the whole thing, it's like, where does he go from this? Because he's now been schooled by two boxers, one in Ruiz and one in Usyk. Obviously, the Usyk one is a bit more acceptable, should I say, because Usyk is a top level fighter, arguably top 2, top 3 in terms of just technically gifted heavyweights. Obviously, the thing is, this just ruined it for me because I wanted to see him against Fury, even though I think Fury would beat him. But I just wanted to see it.
That now.
Yeah,
we don't want to see that now. We're scared.
Now you can't see that. Rematch against Usyk, no point, because he'll just get smoked again. I think because the thing is, right, the way he got beat, that's going to take years of training. He's got to scrap his training, like the training.
He's got to get a new trainer. He's got to get a new trainer. 100%.
He's a basic boxer that got lucky to be a champion.
That's
not nice.
It's true though. It's true.
Shems, you look like an AJ fan.
Yeah,
you look like
I'm Nigerian as well. Yeah, so I was upset. I didn't want to see him lose. I don't like, obviously, the whole nice guy image that AJ runs with. I think it always comes to his downfall in the end, especially this last year or so after he's lost to Ruiz. Now it just looks soft. It makes him look soft. But he got schooled yesterday. He got beat up good. Like, he got beat up so well that in boxing it's kind of very fixed sometimes when it comes down to points. But the judges couldn't skew this one. he got beat good in that they couldn't even make the points gap close, or they couldn't make it seem like it was a tie. So, and now as boxing fans, AJ fans, we're like, we don't even want to see you go against Fury or Wilder. We don't want to see you because you'll get beaten up, and we just don't want to see you get hurt because he will get beaten up. And his confidence is shot now. It's like it's confident. He's going to be so, because as a boxer, you need to believe you can win, even when everyone doesn't think you can win. And I don't believe he believes he can even beat Usyk instead, as besides Fury and the other and Wilder. But yeah, man.
I mean, Usyk's not actually a heavyweight. That's what makes it a bit more embarrassing.
That's what's exactly.
Usyk's not.
Coming up.
Usyk is a
Boxing
little
well.
man, just made the weight.
Yeah, he
bottled it.
Came up to heavyweight. He was a light heavyweight or something like that before, and like he got schooled, fam. And it was always going to happen. Usyk is top.
He was in Spurs' stadium. He was bound to bottle it. That's what.
Yeah,
listen. When I saw this with all the belts next to that golden cockerel, I was like, oh,
that's the new Drake, innit? If you take a picture with that cockerel, fam, you're done.
The history of the Tottenham, innit? The history of the Tottenham.
We can't be blamed for everything. That's his fault. Don't blame us for that.
Why is that happening?
That's not our fault, bro.
We got a super chat here. It says, man from Adams says, bring stress souls back, bro. Arsenal got this man creasing as if Adeola funny chose to roll with a geezer. Allow it, man. Ollie out, bro. Ollie out as well at the end of there. A lot of you fans in the comments talking about AJ. You got AJ looked like a giant punch bag in there. AJ is like Manchester United with after Sir Alex. Well, AJ's actually won things in that time, so like that's not the same. It's not the same. So Star Lord, he says AJ went in with the wrong tactics, tried boxing a boxer. Again, I'm not too understanding what that kind of means. Liam's back, man. Liam.
He also tried to take it to points, which is the worst thing you can do against someone who's technically more superior to you. He should have just gone for the knockout, but he couldn't knock Usyk out. Yeah, but Usyk's too quick for him. He's too agile. He's too quick. Every time he did, he jabbed him out of danger. So it was nice out. I after like literally 2 rounds, you're like, yeah, this is done.
Yeah, you got man like Liam says, trust me, AJ will not beat him in the rematch. Usyk, he's saying Usyk, he's the best of this generation. Fam, if you're getting beat by that, then what more can you do, fam? You know what I'm saying? My Nigerian brother let me down. It's okay, my brother. Like people let you down, and so it's okay. It's okay. Someone who says KJ over AJ. Hey, listen, you ain't catching me in the ring, bro. I'll get smart. You know what I'm saying? You ain't catching me in no ring, bro. I ain't about it, fam. Not about it. If I was about it, I would definitely beat AJ in the fight. Just saying. But yeah, one British man let us down, but another one brought us glory today. You know what I'm saying? And that is man like Lewis Hamilton. 100 F1 wins, getting podium after young buck Lando Norris slips and slides out of the race. It's kind of peak. But big up to Lewis. David smiling. Look at him. Look at that big smile on his face.
Never bet against greatness. Simple. Never bet against greatness.
He is the GOAT. Shout out to Lando though, man. For one, his name is Lando, which is sick. You know what I mean? It's a class name. Second of all, he's a good young driver. Shame he didn't make it to the end. But that is okay, my brother. That is okay. Right. Time to talk about football. And where do we start? You've got Ollie, you've got Pep, you've got Tuchel, you've got Klopp. But the only place to start is today. And what happened today? And today, Arsenal got Spurs. Tell Spurs to come around the shed and then slap them up real good, fam. Absolutely real good. 3-1 winners in the end. Where to start? You know what? We'll start with the Arsenal fans as that happened. We'll come to. I'm pretty sure Ryan's got a lot to say. Shems, 3-1. Did you expect this kind of?
No, I didn't. I didn't. You know, you threw me off when you said one British guy let us did well for us. I thought he was going to say Smith Rowe. I don't know why. Forgot about Lewis Hamilton. But anyway, yeah, no, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that victory, especially blowing them out in the first half. I feel like there's very few games in which we've really worked a team in the first half where we've been excellent. My mind goes back to a Champions League match against Napoli back in like 2015 where we were like perfect. Like we really brought it to Tottenham, and also the fact that Tottenham weren't really there because their midfield was just like non-existent. But I feel like I didn't expect us to start with that tempo and to be that clinical especially within the first 45 minutes. So yeah, I was taken by surprise, especially if you asked me a month ago, like, what do I think will pop Spurs like this? No, I would have said no, definitely not. But yeah, I was quite happy with I'm happy with the result, obviously. But yeah, I didn't expect this, KJ, at all.
Nice. Yeah, big, Sol's big result. You said in the group chat that you would predicted a 3-0, close enough. You got a 3-1 in the end. My question is this. The one question I always ask when it comes to Arsenal after they have a big win, are you guys can't even say it properly, are you guys back? I'm not saying that seriously. What next? You know what I mean? What next, guys, for Arsenal, Souls?
We've got to beat Brighton. That's the God's honest truth. The reality is, yeah, we do this every time where we beat a big team, then we lose the next game. Or like usually what happens is, like, let's say in this scenario, right, we beat Spurs, who's a big team, and then we'll go into the next game against Brighton and lose. And like, for example, last year, like we beat you guys and then went on a losing streak. Like we've never just strung wins together. And this is the first time where I think we're 4 on the bounce. If we beat, let's say we do beat Brighton, that's 5. We go beat Crystal Palace, that's 6. We'll go into Villa, who's like we struggled to. We lost twice last season to them. We beat them. That's 7 on the bounce, and that's a turnaround already. That's 7 win streaks put in a row, and that's when we can really sit there and go, okay, we're looking to do something this season. And I think that's all it is. The way the team's playing and the way that they look, like the way they celebrated together, the happiness, the unity from Norwich, you know, from the Burnley game to today as well. That's all we need to see. They were working their asses off for each other, and Spurs. Honestly, they're done, fam. I am so disappointed that it was 3-1. We marinated them. This is just like we just seasoned them, getting them ready. Like we'll cook you at Shy Hart Lane, fam. We'll bring it to you there. We just started their demise. Mandem Palace came in, smashed them. Yeah, Patrick Vieira was like, Arsenal, don't worry, I've got this.
Then
I've got this for you.
Technically, you didn't start the demise. You just capitalized on.
Yeah, carried it on. Yeah,
but okay.
We're cooking it in.
Technicalities,
3-3-3.
Yeah, technicalities. But
I'm surprised they ain't sponsored by 3 at this rate. Fam, remember when Chelsea first came in and got sponsored by 3? They were losing 3.
They were holding 3. They were holding on a regular. But I've got a question for Jan. Then I'll come to Ryan because he talking about marinating. He's marinating, fam. He looks like he's ready. Jan, Arsenal fans a few weeks ago, especially after winning the loss to you guys and the loss to Chelsea, Arteta out. The club's in a mess. We need to. There's a lot of anger towards the scene at Arsenal. They beat Burnley, they beat Norwich, and now they've got this win. And now all of a sudden it sounds like there'll be something here. You know what I mean? We can go and do something. There's a run. Do you think Arsenal fans are right to start to get excited over what could potentially become, or should they slow down because they at any moment it could all just come falling, crashing down?
I think it's one of them. Obviously, I don't understand. I'm seeing it a lot in the comment section on Twitter where people are kind of saying, why are people celebrating results? Like, it is normal in football that when you win, you celebrate. You know what I mean? There are teams rock bottom of the league, like Norwich have not won a game. When Norwich win their first game, they will celebrate. It's normal. That's what you're supposed to do. So I don't really get that logic. It is early days. Like, even for City, that was a great result for us. But it's early days. It depends what we do next. And I think that's the same with Arsenal. Like Souls, was saying, basically, like, if they go and lose to Brighton now, it kind of undoes what they've done. So I think they just need to kick on from it. It was a good result. They played well. It wasn't a scrappy 1-0 in the dying seconds or anything like that. It was a good performance. I think all their players are back now because I know Arsenal.
Bar Xhaka's out again.
Yeah, they had a lot of injuries anyway at the beginning, and now they've kind of got their team back. So I think hopefully for them, they go on a run. I like the league when it's competitive. You know, I like when everyone is kind of at a high standard because it raises the standard.
Nothing to do with your boy Arteta being the Arsenal manager. Nothing to do with
Arteta. Do you know what? Like, I like Arteta. I think Arteta will be a good manager in the future. I just think that Arsenal job was too big for him. I still think it's too big for him. I think he can get results because I think he's a good manager. But that is a difficult. I honestly believe like Pep, Klopp, Tuchel would all struggle with that Arsenal team right now. Because if you think about squads and you look at the teams at the top of the league, Arsenal are not better than Liverpool. They're not better than City. They're not better than Chelsea. You know, and the squad are not better than United. So if you think about it, top four, you know, and then you've got Spurs were quite, if you look on paper, their team is decent.
Good.
So if you look at that, like, it's difficult to expect Arsenal to get top four because if Arsenal get top four, who drops out? Because no United fan is saying it's them, no City fan saying it's them, no Chelsea fan saying it's them, and no Liverpool fan are saying that it's them. So I think realistically, they kind of, the highest they can go for really is probably fifth, and that would be a very good season. So I think it's a little bit unfair on Arteta because I think if he took over Arsenal 10 years ago, they'd have a whole different.
They're, as a club, they're in a different kind of position. But we got Super Chat here said, can a club be considered elite if they don't have a Champions League title?
They can.
Yeah, because if you can offset a Champions League by how many domestic trophies you have and how many league titles you have. So it's not all just down to
Champions League or bust.
Yeah,
because City's elite. Simple as.
Yeah.
But saying that, talking about teams without a Champions League or a league title, in the modern era, Spurs.
What a segue,
Ryan. What a he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's absolutely gone.
That's the rage, boys. I apologise. That's just the word Tottenham just my head in.
Oh man, I'm not gonna ask you your thoughts on the game because I'm pretty sure everyone can understand that you're not happy. You know what I mean? Your tweets and your demeanor says it all. But Nuno, where do you stand on him? Because there's a lot of Spurs fans already calling him to be sacked, calling him to be gone, and someone else come in. Where do you stand on that? Are you Nuno out?
Oh, I was Nuno out when he first come in. He's a deadbeat Jose Mourinho. Same tactics, just no honours. Why have we sacked a Mourinho to bring in a man Wolves didn't want to keep in the first place? It's not like he's just come from, like, say, Man City or Chelsea. Wolves didn't renew his contract. Wolves didn't want to keep him. He was seventh in line to come managers. It's I don't. If we sack him, I don't know. Like I said this when I was on with Terry earlier. When you watch the comments going live here and you see Tottenham fans putting "Get Zidane in," no, Zidane. No.
They'll say Zidane. Wait. I swear. Wait, did I just see? I swear I saw it just here as well.
Yeah,
Someone. Zidane. Are you guys are mad?
They'd be lucky to get OLE, let alone Zidane.
Zidane.
Yeah.
But you know what? And it's not even that though. Like that Patici guy, whatever his name is, comes in and goes, "This is our plan. We want to go defensive." I'm like, fam, you've got Son and Kane in your team, and you want to go defensive. Why would you do that? And you got Eric Diarrhea at the back, and that's what you want to be relying on.
That's Tottenham. That's Tottenham for you. We've got a £50 million centre back on the bench.
Yeah.
Watch Dyer and Sanchez.
Here it is. I've seen. Therefore, so Zidane to Spurs. There's no way that Zidane will come to Spurs. Surely.
No.
Like Ryan. Okay. Right. Say this happened. Would you be happy with Zidane if it ever happened?
Oh, of course, 100%. But Zidane don't even know where Tottenham. He don't even know the word Tottenham. You don't know. There's no chance. If someone, even if Paratici went to him, it's a wasted conversation. We are, I think even as bad as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is, even he's probably a bit too high for Tottenham at the minute. We are Ryan Mason levels. Just give him the permanent job. That today, don't listen to Souls, don't listen to Igal. Today was a mid-table clash. This is to see who finishes 8th and 9th in the league at the end of the season. This was nothing. Listen, Arsenal were better than us today, and deservedly. Like I said, that should have been 5-6-0 easy. The only reason it won is because they come out in the second half and just didn't care. They just sat back and just thought, you know what, we'll see this 45 minutes hat now. We've done our work. They said. Do you know when you watch Chelsea as well at the minute? It's hard. It's hard being a team from London and watching Chelsea like that and just seeing us two. At least Arsenal seem to have a plan now as well, even if it's under Arteta. I think we're going to go through a stage of sacking managers now and just keep going back and forth.
They're all as bad. They're both as bad as each other. I'm going to be very honest. They are both as bad as each other. Yes,
but we look like there is a direction to where we're going.
But we look slightly better. Cool. You're both 8th and 9th.
No. Did I say we look better? I just said we look like we've got a direction that we're going.
Really? What? Because you won 3 games in a row. Spurs said the same thing.
We're talking about the games we won. I'm talking about our transfer policy, who we're bringing in, and what we're trying to do. No one's talking about wins here. No
wins at all. We're not going to focus on results, even though this is...
No. I'm just saying, look at what the board is trying to do. I'm not talking about what the on-pitch... That's a different story. That, like for you guys, for example, you could have brought all that talent in under Frank Lampard, did nothing. And then Tuchel came in. That's what I'm saying. Your plan was there, but it just flopped until you brought the manager in. So there is a plan in terms of what we're trying to do, what we're trying to go forward with. It's just, let's see when it works.
We've been saying
we've got a super chat here that says, Top Spur, what is that? And that would be Zidane if someone tried to call him up about the Spurs job.
He'd reject the call. He'd be like, Levy, nah, fuck that.
Boy, now Levy's a pagan, but I've been telling you about this guy Levy, man. He's a pagan, but he does. Before we go, listen. Before we go and move on to the next game, there's a certain man that plays for Spurs who he was called best striker in the league not so long ago, and didn't get his move to a certain Manchester City, and now he's a shadow of himself to the point where even Gary Neville, the biggest Kane sexual on the planet, is starting to question things. You know what I'm saying? Like Ryan, from your point of view, what's going on with Harry Kane? Because today he was just poor. He's doing assists for flipping Saka. You know what I mean? Like he's actually playing against you, man. So what's going on with Harry Kane?
No, there's no interest. I know Jan didn't want Kane, but we should have just sold him to Kane when we had the chance. We should have sold Kane to City when they wanted him because he's lost interest now. You've kept him now. We've not built anything around him, so he's just looking, man. It's exactly the same thing. We've got a worse. At least last year with the defensive tactics, it was for a manager that he respected and looked up to him and thought, oh look at his honours list in Mourinho. Yeah. I'll work for Mourinho. We've got nothing now. Even Son don't look interested. So come January,
he's signing a contract as well.
Come January, if City want him, then just let him go in January.
I mean,
it's just,
I don't think City will go.
Break in his contract.
Yeah, you think so?
Son will probably. you would think he'd learn from his friends' mistakes, but you know.
No. Jan, January. Man City and Kane, would you take it? Are you still on the no train?
No.
I'm not a fan of Harry Kane. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not doubting that he's not a top striker because he is. And he has been the best striker in the league for quite a while. Because I'd say before that, it was probably Aguero. And Aguero hasn't been fit for quite a while, consistently. So, yeah, he has been. But I wouldn't take Kane. Do you know what it is with Kane for me? It's kind of like, it's the big games. Because City, we have a lot of goal scorers. We can score, put 5 past Norwich sort of thing. So it's kind of like, it's the big games, like sort of yesterday and other games where we need a player that can score them goals. And would Kane get more goals at City? I'd argue probably would, because we create so much. He would literally just have to stand in the box and just be clinical, which he is. So I'm not saying he would be a complete flop at City. Probably would
But
be
he
quite
doesn't
good.
stand in the box, though. That's the problem with him.
Yeah,
defending his own box.
Would I trust him in the 90th minute when it's 0-0 in a Manchester derby or, a Champions League knockout game? I'm not sure I would, and people say, well, he plays for Tottenham, but we've seen him play for England and do similar stuff. So for me, I think there is more potential with Haaland. Haaland is a risk,
100%.
as any player is coming in. But I just think I would rather pay double and get a younger player in Haaland than
Wouldn't it even be less? Because apparently
he's
Haaland
75
75.
mil,
Yo,
fam.
that race.
By the time you add all the wages and
Oh
bonuses,
he's gonna, and also Viola's wanting some mad agents fees because that's right.
Yeah, but fam, he's some Russian-made human being, fam. You know what they do before the game, fam? They just type in what they need, fam. We need goals, fam.
He's a cheat code.
He is that goal that he scored the other day where he was on the run and he sprinted and it just did like chipped it over the goalkeeper while sprinting, bro. Absolutely insane. We got some super chats here. So why do Tottenham act like they deserve better than this? You're Spurs, you're back to where you belong, mid-table mediocrity. This is how post wait.
I was thinking, that sounds
I thought
That's mad. It's midnight.
I thought that was something else. Flipping hell, I'm not reading that last part.
KJ, you do a show at midnight. You ain't expect to not get comments like this.
No. I fully expect comments like this, but it's still mad when I have to read them out. I have to say them with my words, bro, with my mouth. It's very mad. Can we talk about Tomiyasu? I never seen Son get batted up like this on the wing. Spuds missed on a gem by signing Emerson. Tomiyasu, very, very good. Very good.
Tomiyasu was clean. Let me just quickly go off on this. Tomiyasu was clean, and the games I've seen him play, I don't want to get into any hype or anything, but he does. It seems like he does everything to a sufficient enough standard. Like he's aerially, he's fine. He's quite fast, and in his one-on-ones, he defends them well enough. I'm not saying that he's the best, but he's good enough. Emerson Royale, the games I've seen that boy play, oh my god. He's always out of position, firstly. Always out of position. He gives me Semedo vibes. But going forward, I haven't seen anything special. And he's always out of position. I just don't understand. Standing tackle is not that good. But maybe I've seen him in 3 games. Seen him in 3 games.
Yeah, he might adapt and become good. He had a lot of praises. He had a lot of good reputation coming from La Liga.
Fam, he deserved it.
He's Palace game. You watch the Palace game? The Spurs Palace game. Do you see?
Emerson, fam. He's shit, fam.
He's what some right backs might look like outside of a certain system.
We're gonna get into that later. We don't really talk about that.
No, but have you seen Tomiyasu's defensive stats, fam? The guy's solid.
Tomiyasu has been solid.
He's not been dribble past yet.
That honestly, the dumbest stat I've ever seen.
I don't care, fam. I don't care.
I'd say that Naram's Varane, but we won't talk about Varane today because my team. Anyway, we got a super chat. He said, David, is Lukaku world class in your opinion? Because in your own words, you bought him for the small teams. How can you be considered world class if you don't turn up in the big games? That is what Mr. Dare I say Drift says to David. Right, people, smash the like button for Spuds in the mud. You know what I'm saying? A wonderful scene. Smash the like button if you actually think Arsenal are on the way back up to the top, like Igal is suggested. Igal is, I love Igal. He's went from doom and gloom Arteta route to the club's on the way back up, and we're gonna go and get top 4.
I told you, top 6 is happening. I love
Igal.
Yeah,
I love Igal. Absolutely amazing. But from one manager getting called out to another manager getting called out, this weekend we have seen one of the most disgraceful things that ever happened at Manchester United. Aston Villa coming to our gaff and winning a game of football. Do you know how rare that is? You know how mad that is? That never happens, bro. That happened for years. Gabriel Abongoho, yeah, was the last person to score a win against us. Abongoho! And now we let a man called Hawes. And his first name's Courtney, bro. Courtney Hawes come and score a goal against us. Come on, man. What is this? What
It's a great
is
header.
this?
It was a great header, though. It was a great header. The header was class.
Listen, Cavani
Header was class.
had one job. Cavani had one job. United brought in a set piece coach. And guess what? We weren't conceding no set pieces. Even throughout that game, we conceded too many. No, nothing. Everything's fine. The one time, the last sub who had 10 minutes of the game had to mark one guy. He's that cold. He lets him go. He lets him go, and it's just
Again, is that really an Ollie problem?
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Are we really blaming Ollie for certain players not doing their jobs?
Oh, yeah, listen. Can we blame Ollie for Cavani falling asleep? No. But can we blame Ollie for the structural problems within our team? Yes, which have been occurring not just this season, but the season before, and the season before that, and the season before that. It's not just the fact that we lost against Aston Villa.
So Champions League, Varane can't help with that on the pitch. Maguire can't help organise the players on the pitch either.
Well, clearly not, because the structure of the team is not right. They're having to defend a lot by themselves. Like people say, Fred and McTominay are there to just shield the defense. What are they shielding, bruv? The teams run through us anyway. There's a structural issue at Manchester United, and that's my problem.
Is Ollie really to blame for certain players not doing their jobs? Not scoring
Exactly,
penalties?
fam.
I'm sorry. I sit here as a United fan. I feel like you're just all looking for excuses to blame Ollie when you sometimes just have to look at your players and say,
No, bruv. Did you not see my tweet? I said Bruno bottled it. Bruno bottled it, bruv.
Yeah, he did.
But he also made 10 flipping chances in the game.
Yeah, but you only created 2 expected goals.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you also created 10 chances in the game.
Yes, but
Mason
the
Greenwood,
quality of chance wasn't good enough, was it?
Yeah, Mason Greenwood was hella selfish that game. He was. It's not like we're not looking at our players and seeing that there were deficiencies in that game. Again, this is not just about Aston Villa. You tell me,
I
sit
blame
there
Ollie.
smiling.
Why talk about penalties and then bottle it? Your man cried about penalties, got a penalty for last minute.
That's true. I didn't even
do you know what?
talk about
that is poetic justice. I is fine. Emmy Martinez, right? Now you take it, fam. Now you take it, innit? Man, psyched. I can't believe he psyched Ronaldo. Yeah, you take it.
It's both, innit? It's both, innit? It's the players as well as Ollie, because Ollie picks these players. When United talk about we don't have midfielders that can tackle, we get ran through, this, do that. Ollie trusts these players. You've had chances to get rid of them, and he says they're good enough to start to play for Man United, so he's part of it. But secondly, he can't. It's not him that has to move Cavani into marking Courtney House. Like
exactly.
That's your player's problem. At the end of the day, what makes me laugh about United fans is like, I just want all of you to just publicly give us your expectation of a season. Like your team's good enough, and if you had certain managers. Because United fans do this thing on Twitter where they tell us all, they dress it up real nice for us. They tell us all these stuff without saying something. So at the start of the season, you'll see, our front three, under 23s, most XG created. Real tell us Ronaldo's better than Messi. We have the best player in the world. But we don't have a good enough striker to win the league. But our defense is not, like, our centre mids are not that good for us to win the league. And we had the best, Wan-Bissaka used to be the best right back, better than Trent. But our defense isn't good enough. And Luke Shaw, who's the best left back. But my thing is, if everything's the best, or you're the top 2 or the top 3 in every position, outright, your 11 is good enough to more or less challenge for the league. Now, I know
but that's the expectation, though.
The expectation, but I'm sure if you lot come 4th or come 3rd, it's like, okay, what was Ollie supposed to do? City were better than us, Chelsea were better than us, and Liverpool's Liverpool.
Well, it depends. Like if we're behind City by 1 or 2 points, or we're at Chelsea 1 or 2 points, then there's literally not much more you can do, or except from go again. You know what I mean? But if Ollie's behind them by 10, 15 points, there's a clear issue. The expectation.
The difference is, growing up with Man United winning everything, this is actually a fall from grace, because I promise you, Man City and Chelsea are not saying if we're behind City by 1 point or 2. They just want to win.
Hmm.
Do you understand what I'm trying to get
it's
at?
true.
So
it's true.
So why don't you guys have that same winning? Is it because of where you've come from in recent years, or is it just you're just scared to say it because you guys will get drawn out?
No,
Do you get where I'm
so
coming
what is
from?
it? I want to win the Premier League. That there's nothing to get.
No,
drawn
but
out
I'm
from.
saying like, why don't you guys are not like just like we're gonna win, we're gonna win, we're
Oh,
gonna
because
win?
if you want the honest
KJ
opinion,
KJ said it, yeah.
if
Okay.
you want my honest opinion, why Man United fans are like that? Because we know Ollie's not good enough.
Okay.
We know Ollie's not good enough. I've said this from time. I said Man United could win the league, but the only reason why we could is if everyone else is crap and we just happen to be not as crap as them. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
We've got the squad, we've got the team to do it. I want us to win the flipping league, but I know deep down, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the man. But I'm not here to keep spouting on about what I think because I've said it already. Jan should honestly now, no rivalry, no like, oh yeah, Ole stayed for 1,000 years because he's the greatest. Are you afraid of Manchester United with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge?
They should be. They can't beat him.
Do you know what? The thing is with Ollie is, we keep having to sacrifice a derby win for the greater good, innit? Like, it's happened a few times now. It keeps Ollie in the job. Honestly, if Ollie doesn't win them derbies, I think he's gone already, to be honest. I think him beating Pep is keeping him in a job. But honestly, I do think Pep needs to beat him this season. I think what a lot of City fans, because City fans, the Man United, like Derby Day, is the first thing they look for when the fixtures come out. They want to beat Man United every season, regardless of how good or bad we are. Do you know what I mean? I remember when I was a kid, like, we were shocking, but we would turn up against Man United. So it's like, we need that. And I think under Mancini, Pellegrini, they kind of got it. With Pep, he seems a lot more concerned about Liverpool, Chelsea. The people that he's actually in a title race
views as
with.
a threat. Yeah, he views as a threat, basically. Yeah.
But I do think he does need to win a derby this season. Like, I don't think, and don't get me wrong, he did win the one game that we really needed, which was the cup game, which went on to win us the cup. So, it's just one of them things. It's not like he's losing vital games and we're not winning the league based on that or anything like that. But I think he needs to take it a bit more seriously. I never like losing to United, to be honest.
Jan is basically saying she ain't shook of United because of Ollie's there, because Pep they're taking seriously. Ryan, Man United, what do they do? How do they get to that level of winning trophies? Because it's almost 4 or 5 years without a trophy, but yet you can argue we've had the best squad in that period of time. So how do Man United get to that next point? Is it sacking Ollie?
Well, I don't know why he's still in the job when you got Conte and Zidane just sat there twiddling their thumbs waiting for. I don't understand it. They're not going to cost. You're not going to pay to get them in. Obviously, you got the high wages when they come in, but Ollie is like Southgate is for England. He's just a yes man. He's there to keep the board up. He's there to do as he's told. Yeah, you sign. I don't care how old Ronaldo is. The quality of that man deserves better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the dugout, giving him tact. Even Sancho, he's got a lot of stick this season, but that's just confidence, man. Sancho is a baller, and when he gets his confidence, he'll be flying. You cannot have a front four of Ronaldo, Greenwood, Sancho, Bruno, and then add Pogba in there and Rashford when he's fit, and not challenge. And then even bring in Varane in as well to take over Lindelof and Bailly and all that. So that is a title-winning squad at the highest. I don't understand how they're not winning anything, and they won't win now until they've sacked him.
I unfortunately agree. Listen, I will always say I thank Ollie for the job that he's done, which is rebuild the squad, rebuild the club from within, because we was in a mess. Like, we was in a mess, and you can still say we are with the people who run our football club. But again, that's another discussion for another day, because pagans, I've got a lot to say about those pricks. But for me, that was always his job. That job is now complete. And anything past that job is now just him hoping and wishing and praying. And as much as I would love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be the man to win us our first Premier League since Fergie left, because the romance, the poetry. We're football fans, the emotion. We love that. But it's clearly not. It's clearly not it. And until that day comes, again, I'm gonna have to just obviously expect Man United to do good things, but not expect Man United to do good things. Like that's just the way it is on the early. But guys, what do you think in the comments? We got a super chat here. It says, "How is Trent Alexander world class? The guy is a right back and he can't defend. If he's just good at 50% of his job, how is he world class?" That is a fair enough comment. What else we got here in the comments section? We got another super chat from our guy Robbie Singh, who says, "Do you think Ole is not a top class manager? It's very easy to just blame him without actually looking at how the players perform. We've got new players who need time to settle. Think people forget that, and you know what? That is true. That is true. We do have new players that need time to settle, but if you look at most of our teams are the teams that we put out are players that have already been here. So it's not like it's filled in 4 new players every week. It's 2 at the max.
Yeah, because you've got Ronaldo, Varane mainly. They're the only 2 who consistently have started.
Yeah.
Sancho's been here and there, off the bench.
Yeah.
And then who else have you signed? That's it, really. So
yeah, like Tom Heaton don't play every week, so you know what I mean. So and so we for me, it's like Ali's got his basis, and we've seen the same things over and over again. So for me, it's just not the time for him. In addition, do you not think because of what he has done, like you said, he deserves more time, probably the next few games? I was on that train. I was on that bandwagon. I said, "Yo, he's built this squad. He got this squad to this point, so give him time." But what's the point of giving someone time where they're repeating the same things over and over and over, and you're seeing it season in, season out? For me, that's when you're not learning and you're not adapting.
Because you're out of the Carabao Cup, which you shouldn't be out this early on. I could understand if you got knocked out in the quarter or semis, I would have been like, all right, fair enough. But you got knocked out early. Like, that's 1 cup down. Young boys you lost to. It's just not looking good in terms of a cup run. I mean, Champions League, there's still time, but it's not looking good early signs.
Well, we know what Ali can do this magical thing. I'm going to some mad
when his back's against the wall, he'll put.
Oh, listen, after the international break, and we've got that mad run of like City and Spurs and Liverpool and all that. I guarantee Oli, literally, if he's still here, which he probably will be, he will be.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get sacked.
No, he'll be perfectly fine. You know what I mean? This is the way he is. Super chat here again. Rapstar said, Sasuke, shut up. Low, he's world class and want Klopp. He's world class at what Klopp expects him to do, which is create end of. No super chat here. They're going back and forth with each other. Said Rapstar, deluded loserful fan alert. Guys, smash the like button for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer if you think he should remain in the job forever and you love seeing the fact that he's in the dugout. You know what I'm saying? Share this out to all the Charlottes that catching the bar right now. And also remember to subscribe to the Football Test. Right, next game we're going to talk about. Yannicke can finally smile because Pep Guardiola has beaten Tuchel finally after the 4th attempt since he's been at Chelsea. We're going to come to Jan in a bit about what that means for Pep and his title challenge again this season. But we're going to go over to my German manager, oh, yeah, we're so good. Oh, look at my team. Oh, look at this, look at that. Havertz. Oh, Mr. XG, referees, VAR.
Is this really the best you've got? This is
I'm tired today. I don't listen to you that much. I actually forget what you say. But David, your first loss in the league.
Wait, hold on. What's going on with Ryan? Wait. I'm not the only one who's seen that. I'm not the only one who sees that.
Wait, Ryan, why is your DP prime?
Ryan looks different.
Very different.
My composure's gone. That just took me off guard so badly.
All right, go for it.
What's it? No, you know what? It's fine. City can beat us. They're like, oh, we got revenge on Chelsea. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. You can beat us in the league. We won the Champions League. Be quiet, shut up. It's fine. You know, it's a good win. We Tuchel kind of overthought it. Went 3-5-2. No creation in the midfield, and City played really well. But there's no shame in losing to Man City, so I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It's that simple, you know. On another day, we win the game. We've beaten them 3 times before already, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's fine. Level heads. We keep moving.
Look at him, look at him, look at him being all smug about it. How can you lose and still be smug? That's what I want to know. Like, David's art perfected that art. You're right, I've got a question for you. Why the hell is your DP Prime?
No, Prime's everywhere, man. It's because I've got first 11, because I'm on a first 11 show with a Tottenham. Every time I've stopped the cam, Prime's face is just on my screen. He's just hacked me. He's gone mad on the account every time. I stop it. It's either Prime or Indiana every time. I don't understand it, but give Prime his time. Everyone loves Prime.
Prime's normally watch the show if you're here. Yeah, much love out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? We know how much you mean to us and to all the Galdem out there. You know what I'm saying? Galdem is Prime. They need you. They need you. But on the other, David being all smug about losing, I don't know how, but hey. Wait. Someone just said we didn't lose, we just didn't win. Simple.
David comment, you know, that I swear.
I love Chelsea fans. I don't, but I do at the same time. But Jan, this is your time, your moment. Pep Guardiola finally beating Tuchel in a very early big game against Chelsea. Does this give you the confidence you can go on to win the league? Because I know you're very not skeptic Man City fan, but very very level-headed. Let's just say that, as in, like, you don't get ahead of yourself, you don't get too excited, you just keep yourself remaining positive but cautious. Do you think this win is something you guys can build off and go and win the league again?
I think City, like, you can never really rule City out of a title race until it's mathematically impossible, because, you know, we've seen over the years City get ruled out and then go on a 10, 14, 20 game unbeaten run. So we've seen that happen before. I think I noticed before the game, a lot of people were saying online, like, who do you want to win? And there was a lot of Liverpool fans saying, we want a draw, but if anyone has to win, I'd prefer it to be Chelsea. And they were saying that because they were saying if City get that win, they could then go on a massive run, which obviously would put us in a good position. I do think it's early. A lot of people are saying, why are City fans celebrating? Anyone that doesn't celebrate beating, you know, the title rivals for that season, it doesn't like.
No, anyone who doesn't celebrate any win
exactly
is a weirdo.
it's weird to me. Like, I personally think you should celebrate. Chelsea fans celebrated last season when they beat us at our place, and that just delayed our title win by a week. So it didn't do anything at the time. It probably got them top 4 in hindsight, you know, considering the Villa game. But, you know, at the time, it didn't look like it was going to mean too much. Do you know what I mean? But you celebrate when you win. It's normal. I wasn't getting onto them, you know. So I think it's just one of them things. I know they won the Champions League, but that's having the Champions League win is not going to give them extra points in the league. So they still need to win games. Do you know what I mean? Like, the thing is with City, like, I've seen a lot of Chelsea fans say, like, well, it's not going to win you a trophy. But the reality is we're trying to win the Premier League. Yeah. So it could potentially win us a trophy. We don't know yet. It's early days. I think it's just one of them things. It's City needed to win because the way we'd started the season, we weren't that convincing. And a lot of people were trying to rule us out. So to get that, it kind of sends a bit of a message out to say, you know, forget about us. We're still in this. It's one of them. I think I don't worry too much about, like, not winning all of our games because, you know, everyone drops points. It's impossible to go the season completely with maximum points. Everyone is going to drop points.
Can I just say, they needed this win more than anything because their next game is PSG. Then they got Liverpool on the weekend. All right, then they got Burnley, which is whatever. But they have got they've got a few tough. Yeah, we know you love your Burnley. We're not talking about that right now. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, they've got a few tough games that they could easily imagine dropping points to Chelsea and then dropping points to Liverpool. Like, that's like you're then starting to give your opposition and your rivals that lead they need. Yeah, so they needed to win this because they're going to have to go out for PSG. They can't rest anyone.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have to play with that similar team and try and beat Liverpool with it.
Yeah, it's true. You got Solomon here says big 4-4, no safety in Diaz's pocket. Yeah, Daniel again. Daniel's getting cooked. Daniel was getting cooked from the Friday show, man. My man was talking all kind of was talking about 3-1 and that. We got Super Chat here says the problem with Liverpool fans is that they only watch Liverpool matches. They don't watch other games. That's why they say Trent is world class right back. Deluded fan base. I swear someone said this last week as well. Like people really go.
Saskia really wants to argue about Trent, you know.
Yeah,
can I just say, these super chats in the last few shows here have been so elite. Like today we've got Trent. Last week we had some guy wanting to shag someone so that he doesn't look good. I was like, what?
Yeah, so one of the fans has like a weird, not weird, but he has this Kante agenda, which again, I'm not for it unless it's for Kante for France. That's when I'm for the Kante agenda, just to wind up Chelsea fans. But yes, Man City getting that win, big win indeed. Man City fans are allowed to celebrate. To be fair, it's not too bad when Man City fans celebrate. Yeah, exactly. Hear it, but it's okay. It is okay indeed. Talking about Trent. Let's talk about Trent. Let's talk about Trent. Let's talk about Liverpool, and let's talk about Brentford and Liverpool's 3-3 thriller at Brentford's ground. What's it called? What's Brentford's ground called? I have no idea.
Brentford Community Centre or something like that. It sounds like a youth club. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and you got pounded in the youth club.
Listen, Liverpool.
But
down
yeah,
at the
Brentford
youth club
Community Stadium.
They told you. You thought I was joking.
I genuinely thought you tried Mac. I was like, right.
It sounds like the leisure centre you used to go to when you was a kid.
Yeah.
Do athletics and that.
You forget your swimming bag and you have to run back.
All right. Listen. They have that one slide that operates like 0.5% of the time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we can't go on it today because the lifeguard ain't here.
Yeah,
legit. It's always lacking lifeguard. You know, bro, hire someone to be here all the time. Then, hold tight community centres and leisure centres. Yeah, they are a staple of our
leisure centres are goated.
Listen, they need it. The smell of that chlorine, bro, and their chips.
The chlorine.
I love that smell.
The chlorine's unrivaled.
Oh, do you know when you go in the morning, it's the worst. Your eyes are burning.
Like, no, if you don't go in with goggles and you go out in the sun, you're the pain.
Oh, do you know when your mates are like, oh yeah, let's see if you can see underwater. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to itch it. Yeah.
And you come out with your eyes red, and your mom's like, "What happened to your eyes?" I was like, "Yo, it's okay, mom. Just
can't even explain it. You can't even explain it. Just like
listen. Hold tight. Now hold tight. Leisure centres and community centres. You guys are a staple of your community. If you're not from Britain, you may not fully get what we're talking about. But all I'm saying is childhood, and that, you know what I'm saying. Rapstar's back again. Yo, we have an actual super chat battle. He says, Sasuke, go outside, fam. You're jumping to conclusions. How you know Liverpool fans that only watch the Liverpool FC? Are you a Jedi? Listen, I don't know what's going on, but this has been the greatest super chat battle I've ever seen. He's back. Sasuke is back. Sasuke is back. It says, deluded Liverpool fan alert. Ignore him. Listen, guys, in the comments, who would win? Talking about boxing, who would win in the boxing fight, Sasuke or Rapstar, bro? That's what I want to know. Anyway,
I'm trying to figure out who the avatar is, and then we can talk.
The avatar is Sasuke Uchiha, and then the other one is just Rapstar. So I don't know who. Would win the fight. I'm gonna go with Sasuke because he's actually got superpowers, basically, whole tight jutsu and Naruto. Anyway, back to the community centre where Liverpool got absolutely pammed. 3-3 in the end. Are you mad? Jurgen Klopp, you know what? Yeah, this guy gets away with so much nonsense. I'm just gonna say it. He gets away with foolishness. How can man?
What was the foolishness? What, the 3-3? It happened.
What against Brentford?
Brentford.
It happens. It happens. You play them first. It happens. Souls, it happens. It happens.
Look at shameless.
It happens. You go there.
Come
It
on.
happens. They got a point
Come
there.
on,
We couldn't.
come on.
I'm not going to say nothing about that.
Oi,
It happens.
No. But you know, he's got a point though, because like if you look at Brentford and the way they play, right, they are actually a good side. They just because it's Brentford. If this was like Leeds and they did it, everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, wicked in it's Leeds, Bielsa football. Oh
Bielsa
my
ball.
god, Bielsa, give it to me!" Like as if he's not overrated and he has no idea how to defend. Brentford, right? They have got a good system. They play good football. I'm not surprised they're in the Premier League. And guess what? They're here to stay. They're going to be like a Leeds where they staple themselves into the Premier League for years to come. Yes, they got done in a community. I still can't fucking believe it. I have to keep looking. Follow your own advice. Ignore.
Yeah, Rapstar.
No, don't ignore each other. Let's see the comeback, man.
Wait. Here we go. He literally super chatted it. He super chatted again. He said, "Follow your own advice and ignore him." All right, listen, yo, are you gonna take Sasuke? Are you gonna take that, bro? Are you gonna take that? Like, I personally, I wouldn't have that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Well,
They're instigating.
More goals getting crossed in from the right hand side into Liverpool's box and goals coming. I'm just saying.
Speak on it. No, speak on it, David. Speak on
Speak
it.
on it, David. Talk spicy. Go on.
I'm just saying because like Liverpool's the only team in the world where they have strikers that don't need to score goals and right backs who don't need to defend. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How can you be telling me, oh yeah, you're a right back, but your job is not actually to defend? It doesn't make sense. Play him right mid then. Play
This is what I mean.
Play right wing then. Like,
this is what I'm saying about the foolishness. How can so Klopp tells his right back not to defend? That is foolishness. Klopp gets away with foolishness. I think the way everybody
says that, I don't think it's fair. I feel like, especially the time when Liverpool were like super. I think this is when did they win? Was it the lockdown year they won?
Yeah.
And when like no one could really find faults in Liverpool's game. So cool. We not pick on Trent, but okay, let's isolate the fact that he's not the best defender 1v1. And just because he's not the best or that's not his best strength doesn't mean he's a horrid or he's not one of the worst or like atrocious at defending. He's just better at going forward. And to ask yourself this question, most of you, would you take Trent over the right back at your current club?
No.
You wouldn't take him over
100%. Yes, I'll take anyone.
You would take Trent over.
No, hold on. Ryan's got baby Trent, so that's fine.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yannika's not because she's got Cancelo and Cancelo's better, and Carl Walker. They're both better fullbacks.
Yeah, only Man City wouldn't.
Chelsea, we got Reece James.
I actually prefer Tomiyasu.
100%.
I'll take Trent over. I'll take Trent over Tomiyasu.
I would take Trent over Reece James.
Yes, 100%.
Really?
No, I'll take Reece James.
100%. 100%.
You see how I'm sitting in the corner.
100%. Oh, what? You keep Wan-Bissaka?
You need
and you keep Wan-Bissaka.
I didn't say I would or wouldn't.
No, I'm just saying.
There was a time when you got said that Wan-Bissaka was better. Can ask him to come around the corner.
100%.
No.
2 seasons ago, when we first had him, I would fight this to this day. Right now, I prefer not to speak. I didn't speak. I will say this though. I would not. I wouldn't trade Trent for Ethan Laird. I'm saying that now. You guys don't know who he is yet, but when he comes on,
one of you lot youngsters,
when he comes on and plays for West Brom, crazy.
Oh, listen, yes, because you man Castle Livramento like he's your player still. So let's not do that.
He's coming back. He'll come back eventually. One day.
But yeah, like that game was actually sick, you know. And also, Ivan Toney, the way that he's adapted to the Premier League, mad.
Serious strike.
They disallowed his goal. I was pissed. I was like, oh man.
Finish.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was right to disallow, but it was off.
Yeah, but just why are they being bad vibes for, innit?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want Harry Kane, which is fair enough. And Man City need a striker. Would you actually take someone like an Ivan Toney or maybe a lower team striker who's got potential to become better?
Do you know what? He's Jamaican, innit? So I'm always going to be a little bit biased because I want him to play for Jamaica. I want him up top with Antonio. Yeah. So I do like Ivan Toney. I think I actually think Brentford are really good. At the start of the season, I said that I thought they'd do quite well and they definitely stay up. And it looks like they're going to kind of do what Southampton did, was it, when they first came up and they finished quite high, I think it was. So, yeah, I could see them doing that. They're a good team. I'm not really looking forward to playing them myself, to be honest. Just the way they play. But, yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, like City have two options. They either go all out for a big name striker, like a Harry Kane, a Haaland, someone like that, or they go for someone unknown. We know with City, like years ago, we'd go for the big names. In more recent years, we haven't really been doing that. Like Grealish is a big name in the Prem.
That's rare. That's a rare signing.
But I think that's just because he wanted to play Champions League football. He was right there. He loves, Pep, De Bruyne. And he wanted to come. And I think City looked at him and thought, you know what, this player is so good, we'll take him at City. And I think that's how we got Grealish. But in general, we see like your Ferran Torres, Gabby, when he came in, no one really knew who he was. Even Douglas Luiz, who's at Villa, we bought him from some random team in Brazil and brought him over. He couldn't get a work permit. That's why he's at Villa. But City kind of go for these players that people don't really know. So I could see City going and getting a striker that no one's heard of. That would be
that'd be interesting. Ryan, Liverpool though, is this something they should be worried about? I know they haven't lost. They're the only team that haven't lost in the Premier League yet, which is fair enough. But from their performance, from the way they conceded, is there something they can actually maybe like if we don't sort this out, we're in trouble?
Nah, they'll be all right. Every team concedes 3 goals. It's no to worry about. All the best teams concede 3 goals on a weekly basis. They're fine. Liverpool are all right. This is like Brentford are just on a high Premier League in front of their own fans. Yeah, they'll be fine. Liverpool will finish a comfortable 3rd. They haven't got no to worry about.
All right, cool. Talking about Liverpool, the battle is still going on. Sasuke says, Rapstar, you see Liverpool fans in another 30 years. Bye-bye. In between that, we've got Gangster Gamers saying Brentford have conceded the lowest expected goals in the Premier League. David, there you go. There's a little...
No, that's true. No, it's true. They've got a really good defensive system. Christoph Ayer, Ethan Pinnock, Rico Henry. There was one point when Salah was bursting through.
Listen, Rico Henry.
Man was like,
man from Brum. We're technically Warsaw, but we claim him anyway. You know what I'm saying? There was a comment from Rapstar. Where is your comment gone? Here it is. I found it. He says, Rapstar says, blah blah blah. Regurgitated what everyone says another 30 years. Refer to your own advice. So Rapstar wants Sasuke to hide for 30 years. And then there's another one. Sasuke came back again and said, man's saying Nino. I think he's trying to say Nino, like the sirens, bro. He's saying another sunny alert, another sunny alert, another sunny alert. All right, listen. The fact that he's actually got sound effects with his super chat, you know what? I respect it. Man said Nino, you know. Hey, that's flipping, man. We got another super chat here. That's wait. We got another super chat here that says, let's see what Brentford do on October the 16th and the 11th.
I'm guessing they're playing United and
Liverpool, Chelsea,
something like that.
Yeah, must be. Rapstar back again saying that Brentford set piece for the first goal was lit. Also, someone says Tooney. I mean, it means Ivan Toney is a Liverpool fan. To be fair, they also need a striker as well.
I'm not letting us go over this match without addressing Van Dijk's assist for the 3rd goal. That was elite. Man just headed it back to him like, yeah, have a go at it, have a crack. Man's come back from the ACL and he's just flopping. I'm not having it, fam. He's come back a bit sus, I can't lie in this game.
Van Dijk getting some heat there. We've got Mrs. Dare I say Drift. It says, Sasuke Uchiha, who do you support Who do you
Probably
support?
Chelsea. I was
Chelsea.
actually gonna
Chelsea.
ask.
Chelsea fan.
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask
I
that
think
question. Who
something
does he
tells me
support?
he's a Chelsea fan. Something tells me he's a
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
no,
he's a
Chelsea.
Yeah,
He
he's
has
a
to be
Chelsea
Chelsea.
fan. He
Chelsea
sounds
fan
like
have this weird beef with Liverpool fans that I've never really understood. I don't know where it's come
they're
from.
trying to force a rivalry in it. That's why.
We actually have barely any rivals. It's kind of bad because
Yeah.
there's Arsenal and Spurs, but like they kind of fight each other and they're like little brothers, so we can't just let them do what they want to do. And then like there's Fulham, but like Fulham are
We were
just
a
Fulham
car
in it.
park when we were having success. fam.
Cool,
Like,
whatever.
chill.
You're worse than us
Just
now.
chill.
Deal with it.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
There's my lifetime I've never seen a good Arsenal basically. So like there's Fulham.
Wait,
but we only
talking
care.
about Chelsea
West
fans. Talking about
Ham.
Chelsea fans and their beef with Liverpool. Trent isn't even better than John Flanagan. You know, like that's peak, bro. That is peak. Literally, I don't know where this rivalry's come from. But guys, smash the like button if you think Sasuke Uchiha is gonna win this super chat fight. Smash the like button if you think Rapstar's going to win the super chat fight. Share this out to all the Charlatans not catching the vibes right now. And also remember to subscribe to the Football Test. Right, time for Premier League Roundup. This is where we go through the rest of the games real quick, have a little say, and then we move on to Team of the Week, guys. Smash the like button, you know what it is. Right, first game we're going to quickly cover is Leicester 2, Burnley 2. And I don't care what anyone said. I feel aggrieved. I feel really aggrieved at this game. Like, we have an enemy of progress in the mix. Man, like, what is Cornet doing scoring for Burnley, bro? No, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
He went to one of the
be doing this.
sauciest teams in the Premier League. What can you say?
No, bro. Them man are salt and pepper. They are ready salted crisp, bro. That's what they are.
I'm
And
ready
they've got a
salted
little
is a good flavour.
It
They've
is
got
actually, it's quite
Ivorian
nice.
sauce, bro. Coming scoring for them.
They've
No,
added
I'm
a
not
bit
having
of sweet chili onto there now, innit? A bit of
Right.
diversity in that.
When I saw
No,
Corday scoring that goal, I was confused as to what was going on. I thought, oh shit, they signed him. I was actually
That's
so
what I'm saying.
confused.
Exactly,
I
bro.
wonder
Oh,
how that
shit.
conversation went. Oh yeah, you're joining
Yeah.
a Premier League side. Who am I joining? Nah, you don't need to know that, fam.
They
Just
showed him
know
the
you're
kit
joining
colour,
the Prem.
and he thought it was West Ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was Villa,
London.
it was
Yeah, if it was
like,
Villa or West
yeah,
Ham,
bro,
it's like, oh,
bro,
okay.
London,
Not
Villa,
bad.
the team that got green. Yeah. Let's go. Right. And then he found himself in Burnley.
Shout out to Vardy though, own goal and the goal.
Hat trick and that.
Oh yeah, hat trick,
big
hat trick,
Yeah,
bro.
hat
Clean
trick,
hat
fam.
trick.
Elite.
Clean
fam.
hat trick.
I don't know.
Oh, was it
Chris
perfect? Was it perfect as well? Was it header?
Header.
left foot,
Yeah,
right
it
foot?
was.
Yeah.
Technically,
Perfect hat trick and that.
technically.
Hey, man like Vardy. Oh, boy, Cornet. By the way, that finish was cold, fam. I will admit that.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Finish was
right
sick.
foot volley first time.
Oh, yeah, finish was sick.
And then
And then,
Chris Wood had a disallowed goal.
Yeah.
Don't want, David. They're in the relegation zone. Just let us be happy, man. Just let us be
There's
happy.
no, they can stay there, but don't worry, they will always come back.
That's the
That's
problem with
the
Burnley.
They
They're giving us
always
like they
come
give us
back.
Wigan. Remember when Wigan used to do that, and Sunderland and all these little teams that
Wigan,
stayed in the Premier
Sunderland.
League.
All right,
They stayed there for a
listen.
good 8 years or something. It's just Burnley. I've given up trying to say they're going down. I've given up.
No, I have
I've
not.
given up.
I'm still
I
on the
want
track,
him
bro.
down, fam.
I
I
need them
can't be
gone.
arsed.
The agenda is living on until the day I die or the day they get relegated. Like either two, bro. Anyhow, they survive past me. I'm gonna see God in heaven. I'm gonna have to ask him some questions because that is a
Why?
disgrace. But yeah, Leicester not looking too great at the start of this season. Ryan, do you think Leicester can actually get top 6 again?
No, Leicester. I don't. They won't get it. You know what? Beside Leicester, I just want to say, like, obviously, as a fan of Midnight Vibes, I'm with David. Burnley are vital to the Premier League. Burnley are vital to the. Burnley are inevitable in the Premier League. So we'll just leave. Like that's it. Sean Dyche. That's it. Sean Dyche, Dwight McNeil, Maxwell Cornet coming to rip the Premier League apart as one.
You know what?
Am I hearing
I would compromise if Sean Dyche and McNeil and Cornet moved to a different club and Burnley got relegated. It's not Sean Dyche that I dislike. It's Burnley. I'm sick of them. I am sick of Burnley Football Club. Get them gone.
Sean Dyche is a top 10 Premier League manager and Chris Wood is a top 10 Premier League striker. Simple.
Yeah, of course you would say that.
Right. Moving on to the next game. Before we do though, the battle is continuing. It said, what bad game from VVD? You're jumping to conclusions. VVD is sus, lol, nonsense. Rapstar, no Liverpool slander.
Yeah, fam, the guy's
today.
assisting the opposition. He's so good. He's
we
doing
got-
a Vardy up in
We
here.
got a different Ryan here, not Ryan Madden, but Ryan Matthew. He says, Vardy, an all-time great, 8 seasons now, consistently shoving his way in the so-called Big Six strikers, matching them a Premier League icon. He has a better Premier League legacy than Harry Kane.
Harry Kane,
100%.
100%.
100%.
Drogba?
You know, he's still got the record for the
Whoa,
most consistent
whoa,
goals in
Whoa,
like, the most
loud
consistent
that one, loud that
I'm
one.
reading a comment, David. There's in the comment. Someone said Drogba.
Wait, man said Drogba, you know. He's like, what?
You know what?
Yeah,
He has caused you as much pain like as Drogba did in the past. So I understand.
No, Vardy is a legend. Vardy is one of those players that we need to see a biopic on. I need to
that'd be
see the
crazy,
biopic.
yeah.
That'd be a sick biopic, bro. Like
Freaking Tom Hardy being Jamie Vardy, 100%.
just walking around. I want to see how on earth he thinks of the celebrations, and also what the Skittles and energy drinks. I need to see
The Red Bulls. And
The
obviously
Red
the
Bulls
little
and that.
saga with his wife and Mrs.
Oh yeah, it's Rebecca Vardy. Oh, listen.
Rebecca Vardy.
That seems that is Twitter heritage. That is Twitter heritage right there. Also, another biopic I need to see of a footballer. Morata. We need to see this money laundering biopic, bro, because there's no way he should be going for the amount of money that he goes for. And you know what? While we're at it, might as well do Hulk. Money laundering and also incest. Like, I need to see what happened there.
God's
It makes no sense. Again, allegedly, and it's his ex-wife's niece. For clarity. But to me, it's basically the same thing. We got another super chat here from Rapside saying, again, you isolate one game, you a fool, my guy. Okay, now just assume he's just shouting at anyone. Just like, is anyone talking?
I can't believe it triggered you that much. If you think he's that good, then he's that good in it. Like you don't need to address it. I'm just saying it was a bit sus from him that game.
Wait, Mohammed's like, that is not. I listen. To me personally, it's the same thing. It's the same.
It's not incest, though, innit? It's not his.
It's not. It's not. But it is.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is? What I would say is when you get married, your partner's niece becomes your niece.
Your niece. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Technically, though, innit?
But
It's still
it is
not
weird.
like
It is weird.
it is
Like,
weird, yeah.
I can date any man now, like at any age. Technically, I could. But if I date my boyfriend and then date his dad, it's weird.
It's weird.
It's
not
and I'd
incest,
never
innit?
date my boyfriend, then that's okay. But
Exactly. Like his kids. Okay, look, their kid won't have 6 months. Like,
Did you see
probably
that
knows
other
her
one?
since she was a child. This is where it concerns me because, like, I work with kids, so the kids I work with are like 15 usually, or 14 usually, up to like 21. I can date a 21-year-old guy, but it's weird to me because I have kids that are that age that I work with. It's one of them things. He would have probably known her since she was a small child. And now he's having a kid with her. To me, that is
weird. It's weird.
Yeah, when you say like that, honestly, yeah, it's weird. But then again, like Neymar spanks his mum and his sister, so
To
be fair, Brazil is a little bit.
Brazil's a bit fruity, man.
Again, allegedly a bit fruity. We got some super chat here. So he goes, KJ, can you say this word 3 times, please? I love the way you. I love the way you say it, please. Loserpool. Loserpool. All right, there you go. I said it 3 times. As long as you're not asking me to say Candyman 5 times, then
yeah.
Has anyone tried it yet?
Oh no, we don't mess with that. We don't mess with
No. Remember what was it, Bloody Mary? Like when you were a kid.
I never messed with that either. Are you flipping mad?
Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, why can't you say Candyman?
You shot.
I'll leave the stream. Yeah, I'll leave the stream.
Listen. No super chat. It says if If anything, God is a Burnley fan. Man loves a good. Can you just an elitist pick up the underdogs? Here's to the other Prem season. No. Listen, you miss. I love underdogs. Leicester win the league. Beautiful. I like. Yeah, listen, Norwich, them man there. I'm cool. Brentford. I'm happy with them. I just don't like Burnley football. That's all it is. I just have an agenda. It's okay. Right. Leeds and West Ham played each other. Antonio banging again. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Yannicka, another reggae boy on form.
And I love it.
It's a shame that the Jamaican manager can't seem to get him firing goals, but we won't talk about that today because I swear if we don't make it to World Cup.
Yeah, Rafinha's goal was good as well, though.
And that's putting it nice.
Absolutely shambles.
What was I going to say? Leeds. I'm tired of Leeds, and that every time Bielsa goes on 2 games where the Leeds defend badly, and everyone says Bielsa's got to change his tactics. It doesn't work in the Premier League. Then he wins 3 games in a row playing quick, fast football with fast goals, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, Bielsa is so good! Oh my gosh, I love it." I'm tired of Leeds, man. It's actually very, very frustrating. They kind of all run around like headless chickens. Just not to simplify it, but that's what it looks like. They're just all running around after the ball, and they're very, very fit. When they're on the ball, they move the ball very, very well, and you just know what you're going to get, and it's never going to change. So when they lose, it's like you can never bet on Leeds. You can never bet on Leeds. Put them in your accumulator. Do not do that because it's like
wait till they play City and then bet on them, innit? Because they can.
Because they want to play well and City.
The question is though, who would you rather see out of the Premier League, Burnley or Leeds?
Leeds.
No, I want Leeds in the Premier League. They're a good.
Yeah, I want to see them. Yeah, they should.
They're entertaining, fam. Burnley are just anti-football.
No, I'm keeping Burnley. Burnley remind me of like Stoke. Tony Pulis Stoke, Rory Delap, long throws. That's what I love to see in football.
But at least Stoke, at least Stoke, yeah. Stoke, yeah. The narrative of Stoke is like you go there, it's rough, and they actually live to that narrative. Burnley don't live to this Turf Moor narrative, you know. It's a facade.
No,
like they don't,
especially not anymore. The way that they've brought in some players.
I must say, Burnley's not sticking to tradition.
They saw corner. They were like, "We got to fill up diversity quotas."
They had to fill up.
I'm telling you, I'm saying it. They're trying to beat the Brexit allegations. They're trying to beat the Brexit allegations. That's what they do.
Nah,
that's why they got a black guy. But he's gonna be in the middle of Burnley, and he's gonna look around. He's gonna be the only black guy there. My nan lives up near Burnley. Trust me.
Oh, really?
There's no black.
Well, as long as he doesn't actually. I can't say it now because I can't say that guy's name. Burn him. We got Super Chat here said, "Lol, who's he arguing with? Haven't you noticed I took his advice?" Yeah, listen, Appstar's still going, bruv. And we got Mr. Dare I Say It Drift. Chelsea and AFC fans, just like Mourinho, have weird, crazy obsessions with us like a crazy ex. They're both trying to force a rivalry. CFC is a rich BFC. They're just Chelsea. Wait, Chelsea are just a rich.
Is that
Brentford? Is that Brentford?
It could be Brentford. It could be Barcelona. Even.
Gotta be Burnley. No, that's gotta be Burnley.
Burnley.
Oh yeah. Because play that like pragmatic football, innit?
Yeah, because they play the same.
Oh.
Someone said Birmingham. It's Birmingham City.
Our 7 defenders.
Yeah. Also, Bournemouth would be AFC. They have AFC. So it must be Burnley. Right. Next game. Everton winning 2-0 against Norwich. Yeah, Norwich are here just for vibes. They just come here to lose. You know what I mean?
They just come here for exist. That's it.
Norwich shouldn't be allowed to come back up.
Well, you should ban them from the Premier League.
Yeah,
they're in that middle where they're too good for the championship, but not good enough for the Prem. It's a little bit unfortunate.
It's like what would you do? You're like you're in the middle stage. You're not in hell, but you're not in heaven, but you're just in
purgatory, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
You're Ryan. What do you do with Norwich, fam? What do you do with them? Like, because they're just here.
They're just an extra body, aren't they? That's all it is. They will beat Spurs. I can guarantee that we will lose to Norwich. we will lose to Norwich this season. That is a guarantee. But they're just an extra body. Like I said, I think they just come up now to just give like Chelsea youngsters like a Gilmore or someone just Premier League experience, and go back down, come back up for a new youngster. That's all they're here for now.
Yeah, maybe sell one of their best players and get some peas. They've probably made some decent money. You know what? Yeah. Oh, it makes flipping sense. They're also money laundering. You know how much money they get from going up and down, bruv? They get so much money.
They're getting peas.
They're getting peas, you know. Oh, nah, we have to look into this because this might be fraud. This actually might be fraud, you know. We've got to look into this.
Yeah, like how did they just go down and then come automatically back up? No,
exactly.
Yeah,
and then the parachute payments, and then the promotion payments, and then the relegation. Boy, no, it's a fraud. It is a fraud. I'm convinced. Sorry, Ryan. I'm just gonna meet you real quick.
Maybe that's what we all need to do. Just keep going up and down. Maybe that's how you make the most money.
We got Mr. Dara say drift. Said, "Oh, the baby's crying. It's okay. It's okay. We'll see you in another 30 years. Oh, I feel so bad for this guy. Big up, big up." He loves repeating his words as well, don't he, Sasuke? I don't know where this beef has come from either. That's just started today. Christensen, Rudiger, Aspilicueta, Thiago Silva over Van Dijk. Don't at me, Liverpool fans. Now champions of Europe getting on the Liverpool fans.
Wait a second. So you're telling me you need 4 defenders to equate to the
one guy. Yeah, you can have that. Yeah, that's fine.
And then what else? We've got one last game. Southampton and Wolves. Wolves getting a win, 1-0 win from man like Jimenez coming back, scoring a goal. He's rocking the head. He's rocking the head guard really well. I'm liking.
I don't think he likes it. He always takes it off. I don't think he's comfortable with it.
I'm so happy he got his goal, fam.
I'm happy he got his goal, and it was
very good goal as well.
That was a sick goal. That was.
Yeah, he's got on bare, man. I was like, oh, what a goal! What a goal!
I'm worried about Wolves though. I'm worried about
going
Wolves.
down.
No, not going down. In terms of like, if you're comparing them to themselves, obviously last season wasn't good for them. But when they first came in, I think they finished 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th, or something like that within the 3 seasons or 2 seasons. And this season, it's fair enough. They've come this season. Sorry, I think my mic was like this season. They're like, I feel like the midfield is kind of getting found out. It's just not. Coutinho's a bit older. How's Coutinho? Like 30, he's still 34, 30 something, and Neves doesn't really get games like that anymore. I'm worried about them, to be honest. It's not exciting to watch. Wolves are quite boring as well to watch now.
Nah, they're playing good football. No, I think the football is good, but they're just not getting any results.
Yeah, hopefully when Pedro Neto comes back, he comes back the same player and does bits. But guys, it's time for the team of the week. You guys smash the like button.
You missed the Friday game.
You're not going to read Kendall's comment. She's going to go mad.
Wait. Oh, Newcastle. Oh, right. Newcastle played. Right. Okay, yes, Kendall. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It says, big up to Jan. Love the energy. You should have her on more. Okay. Yes. Jan's always welcome on this show, man. So we love Jan here. You know what I'm saying?
It's all right. He's only invited me like 3 times in a year. It's cool. It's all right.
We've got a long list. The waiting list for the starting lineup is mad. As captain and coach, I need to remember. But listen. Kendall, I'm sorry. But Sean Longstaff's goal was very mad. Very, very, very mad. It was sick. I did not expect that from him whatsoever. And then Newcastle going ahead and do Newcastle. And then concede. It's just history of Newcastle. I feel for them. Oh, hey, listen, Kendall's out here. Yeah, vice captain duties. Yes, thank you, Kendall, for remembering for me. Because I definitely would have forgot about your club. I'm not even gonna lie. Say Gucci Ring.
I saw Kendall retweet or even post. Like, is it Jacob Murphy's miss? Fuck me.
No. The commentator lost his head.
Yeah, no. What?
Even the commentator was like, no, can't do it.
Yeah,
he's not the only one. Saint Maximin had also had the same kind of opportunity one-on-one. He kind of started it out by doing some step overs and then trying to pass it to Longstaff, who then missed. But last minute of the game as well, and
Newcastle needed it as well. They needed a win. Newcastle need a win.
Wait, I forgot who did that actually play? I forgot.
Watford.
Watford. Oh yeah. Didn't Watford have a goal disallowed as well? Yeah, Josh King took off the shirt and everything, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
they
went in hard.
That's peak.
This
No,
one
but can I
being
just say,
up-
Ismail Assar is Adama Traore with end product.
yes.
Oh god, yeah.
I love
yeah.
Ismail
We've
Assar.
got, like,
How
these-
is he at Watford? How did he get
We've
relegated
got, like,
with
these,
Watford and stay
we've
with
got these like hipster little wingers now. That's like they're selling their box office wingers at low teams. We've got Ismail Assar, we've got Saint Maximan, we've got Rafinha, and it's like those are potentially the £40 million moves at the end of the summer. Them three there.
Yeah.
So
And
they're-
Neto, when Neto comes back, and if he proves his
Neto
fitness,
as well.
yeah, Neto.
If he comes back to his standard.
But anyway, but Brendir was that too, you know what I mean? Like he got his move. 35 M's from Brendir to Aston Villa. But yeah, man. All right, cool. Guys, it's time for Team of the Week. Thank you so much, Kendall, for doing your job. That is why you're my vice captain. Big up to Newcastle and who did they play again? I've literally Watford. Wait, listen. Watford again, another team that are very forgettable in the Premier League. Right. So in net, who are we going for today?
That's got to be Martinez for his dance, man. You got to put Martinez.
that was funny.
Yeah.
I'm back in
Oh,
Martinez.
is this the FIFA 22 version of it?
It is the FIFA 22 version, finally, of foot being on the squad.
Oh, yeah,
builder.
by the way, happy FIFA 22 day because it's actually out for the ballers who got Ultimate Edition.
Yeah. So
I've
FIFA 22
already
is now
played.
out.
I've already played 10 hours, but
Yeah, same. I just finished.
Yeah, I've just opened the web app and I've got my really bad, really terrible starter team just from literally the start. All gold though. Right back, who are we saying?
Ooh.
Cancelo played really well.
yeah.
Yeah, he got man of the match as well, didn't he?
Cancelo, man of the match.
Did
Also,
he played right. No, didn't he play left back?
He played on the left actually. But
Yeah,
he is a
that's
right back.
No,
He is
but
a-
they put him on the left hand side, didn't I? I want Tomiyasu in there.
We can move in there.
Yeah.
So
He played
So-
on the left.
Tomiyasu, is he getting in?
Yeah, I think he's had 3 good performances. Forget about just today. I think he deserves it.
Obviously.
That's it. Tom,
Oh.
good choice. There he is. Look at it. So you look how much better it is with the players actually in the right league and the right teams. You love to see it. Centre back. Well, you're gonna have to go for Courtney Hawes. Clean sheet,
yeah.
winning goal.
And I'd put. Do you know what? It's hard to choose between Ruben Diaz and Laporte, but I'd say Ruben Diaz for that black. It's got to be him.
Well, with Ruben Diaz, you've got Ethan Pinnock as well. Cheeky little shout out there.
Yeah, but they conceded.
No, I'd say Christopher Ayer as well.
I would say Ayer at Brentford. Was it Brentford?
Yeah.
Wait. So
Christopher
are we
Ayer.
saying a centre backs that conceded 3 against Liverpool?
No, but he was
over.
actually sensation. He was very,
He
very
did
good.
play well.
No, he did. He had a goal line clearance as well, which is pretty sick. But then also, Ruben Diaz did play against Chelsea and Lukaku.
Take Courtney off.
No. Hawes got to stay.
Right, he conceded a penalty as well.
Yeah, but he won the game, innit? Allow it.
I'm getting City players in here because I know when I'm not here, hardly any City players.
Getting in there. All right, cool. In the midfield, what are we saying?
Rodri in the middle. I'm sorry.
I think Odegaard played well today. Or Xhaka.
No.
Yeah, Smith Rowe gets in.
Smith Rowe's got to go.
Oh, you're gonna put him in the midfield because technically play left wing.
Yeah, no, he gets in. He gets in the midfield. He gets in.
Bernardo Silva.
Rodri in the middle.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo
Silva was just running about doing nothing.
No. Bernardo Silva controlled that
was
game.
controlling the game.
We've got Rodri. We've got a shout for Doucouré getting a goal for himself today as well.
He's been in really good form.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's been actually.
Rodri kept quiet.
Stick John McGinn in. Stick John McGinn in.
All right, no,
Old Trafford.
Forget John McGinn.
we're not doing that today. Not today. Sean Longstaff? No, anyone?
I didn't even watch the game. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the game.
No,
I only seen the goal and that's it. After that,
he missed an open net as well.
They then stank up the place. They don't deserve it.
I think Bernardo Silva. I think he was very, very good.
I think Rodri was better than Bernardo Silva.
So we've got 2 for Rodri, 2 for Bernardo. Was that 3 for Bernardo? So Ryan, who are you saying?
I'd give Partey and Xhaka a shout in there as well.
Out of the 2 of them, I'd say Rodri out of the 2 of those.
Cool. That's that.
I thought
Rodri
Rodri
in there.
had one of his best games for City, to be honest.
Cool. We got one more spot here. Decore, is he getting in there? People saying Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones,
You
you know.
just say Partey, fam. You got to put Partey
Curtis
in there.
Jones conceded 3 goals and Liverpool, Brentford.
But he's
no.
attacking. He's attacking midfielder.
I don't care. I'm running agendas. He's not allowed in.
What?
And he got hooked in it. and he got hooked.
Remember, I don't like youth players apparently. So he's
you really?
Yeah.
No, you really.
So
You
don't,
got
you
hooked.
really
No,
don't.
David, but you got hooked as well. Like, you can't put him in.
yeah, exactly.
You know what makes this difficult? There's bare draws as well. Like there's load of draws this weekend.
They're boring.
Oh
games
wait.
that I shouldn't care about.
Apparently Declan Rice had a very good game. Got the assist
No,
for the.
stick the Core in. The Core has been on sauce for a few weeks now. He deserves it,
give
man.
Give the Core a shot.
Decore getting in there.
Beast on FIFA as well.
Wait.
Come on
We're
in.
not going to talk about Partey then.
I was going to say,
Partey had an easy game. Partey that's the easiest game he will have in the league. Don't worry, he don't deserve it.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Right. Up top, we have to have the guy who has he got a perfect hat trick. Has to be David Vardy. Perfect hat trick, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You've got to put Cornet on the wing.
Yeah.
No,
We're
not doing this. We're not doing this.
KJ, Cornet deserves to go in. You see that finish?
The finish was sick, but he's also an enemy of progress.
If he scored that goal,
Saka's got to go in there.
Goal for any other team, you would be vibing and saying he goes to zone the team.
Yeah,
I'm not having this
My
discrimination.
question, my question is, have you seen Cornet and Uncle Ruckus in the same room?
Oh my god! Allow it.
Saka's got to get in there. Saka's got to get in there.
Did Saka get an assist as well?
Yeah, Saka's in there still.
Yeah, Saka's got to get in
there.
Yeah, it is your winger, Saka and Cornet. You've got to put Cornet in there. You've got to put Cornet in there.
I know
it hurts you.
Come on, it's Newcastle, man. It was Newcastle. Allow it.
Have you ever put a Burnley player in, KJ? Is there a Burnley player?
No, I do put them in when they play well. Like when Chris Wood gets hat tricks and stuff, I put them.
There was a period when Chris Wood got it like 3 weeks in a row.
yeah, he was like a bad one. I hated it. I absolutely hate it, but I had to give him the respect.
There's space for Gabby on the left. That's
no, it was a deflected goal. Relax. No,
come on now.
It's got to be Cornet. It has to be. You see the tech on the finish. Cheers.
I'm putting Cornet, aren't I?
Yeah.
Wait, actually, no. Wait. No Tony. No.
No, Tony. No. He didn't score.
No, you can't. No, Cornet. No, you can't put him in there.
Why are you disrespecting him?
He's not disrespected.
If Smith Rowe scored that goal, you all would be creaming yourselves, all right?
Fam, I don't care if Smith Rowe scores, I'll be creaming. He can tap it in from the line. Someone can place the ball on the line and put it in.
A lot of love for Aubameyang as well.
There's some. Yeah, I'd say Obama, but yeah.
Come on, Cornet deserves it, man.
No, he doesn't, man. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Just for going to change Burnley Football Club, he deserves this spot in Team of the Week over anyone.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah.
He's a left back,
He's a left back,
No, you can't do that. He didn't play left wing.
This is the most Burnley thing I've ever seen.
You can't Cancelo out or something. You can't put Cornet in there.
Wait. Did he not play left wing?
He played left back.
No, he did not.
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
He played left wing. I'm looking at the formation right now. The man played left wing, bro. He had flipping Charlie Taylor behind him.
The technicality, isn't it? It don't matter.
Unless you want to get rid of Tomiyasu.
What's the difference between Liverpool and a mosquito? A mosquito stop sucking. We got another super chat here from. There's one from there. We got Mr. Dare I say Drift. Okay, now it's just moved up again. Jeez, this chat. We got Rapstar here. Rapstar, he says Sasuke, take my advice, take a breather, go outside, socialize. You're sitting in your room thinking about Liverpool. It's not good. To be fair, the one thing I do agree with Rapstar is go touch grass. Touching grass is a very good thing to do, people. Make you do that. And Mr. Dare I say Drift, he also says, what's the difference between What? Chelsea
PFC
FC and the
oh.
call girl.
That's going to need explaining.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
Wait,
sense.
what do you mean by that? And choose your words carefully. That's all I would say. We're not changing it because this is what it is.
Yeah, they said Brentford
Manager
got
of the week. Who are we saying?
Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche.
What?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's got to be Arteta, doesn't it? It has to be.
No Dean Smith.
Oh, Dean Smith. Oh yes. Oh.
No Brighton manager. Oh no, Brentford manager.
Well, who expected Arteta to do this? Like going?
No. I said Arsenal would win 2-1, so 3-1's not out of the world.
Yeah,
To be
Dean
fair,
Smith,
everyone
man.
thought that Tuchel would win this weekend.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
all.
got to be between Arteta.
I'm trying to get him
Goes in here. It's
there.
the same thing. It's the
You
same
know what?
thing.
If I could have the whole City team, I would have had the whole City team because I was very impressed this week.
All
But
I'm
you know,
gonna say is, as much as I hated that this happened, Aston Villa have not won at Old Trafford for flipping years, and Dean Smith got his guys to go.
They moved to United. They moved.
yeah,
to
it's true.
United.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. To be fair, and they made my weekend, so yeah, you can put him.
I think
Yeah, they made my
Aston-
weekend too. Now, Emi Martinez, fam, the guy was clearly the manager. Man goes to Ronaldo. You take it. You take it. Man got shook. I can't believe, Martinez made Ronaldo shook. Fam. Oh, that.
You remember the Nike advert when that kid takes the ball off Ronaldo and says, "I'm taking the penalty instead." That's what Bruno was doing. He was like,
I can't do anything. It is what it is.
I got
This
this.
team
I got
loses,
this.
If this team loses, though, this team doesn't mount anything and it will probably come sixth. This team comes sixth.
Oh, the team we've got on the screen right now. Oh, what is the difference between Liverpool supporter and the baby? The baby will start whining after a while. Yo, Sasuke is not stopping his assault on Liverpool fans. Right. Here is our team of the week. We have Martinez in goal. We have Tomiyasu, Hores, Ruben Diaz, and Cancelo. In the midfield, we have Smith Rowe, Rodri, Doucouré, and up top, we have Bukayo Saka, Jamie Vardy, and Maxwell Cornet. The manager of the week goes to Dean Smith. The question is, who out of these players is player of the week? Don't say Maxwell Cornet.
I won't.
Rodri for me.
I thought he was class. I'm not gonna
Smith
lie.
Rowe.
I'm saying Smith Rowe.
I know I'm being a bit biased, but I gotta go either Smith or Saka on this one.
No, Smith
I
Rowe.
think it's Smith Rowe. You know, that's
Smith
me
Rowe.
personally.
He balled
So
out.
Smith Rowe. So excluding me, Smith Rowe has 2 votes from the Arsenal fans. Ryan, who are you going with?
I'm just going to go with Cornet just for the shit. I'm just going to go with him just for the shit.
Jan, you said Rodri, and then who you say, David?
I said Rodri.
Rodri. Okay. People saying Jamie Vardy for the perfect hat trick, and I respect it. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. You know what? Yeah.
Smith Rowe, Tomiyasu, Vardy. Yeah, so I think Smith Rowe wins it then.
Yeah.
How have you got to that solution?
You know what? Yeah, just because he's been getting a lot of grief from Arsenal fans, taking number 10, his GA is not high enough. We'll give it to young Smith Rowe because he did play really, really well against them. But shout out to everyone else in this team, very good team. So yeah, Emile Smith Rowe goes in as player of the week. That is your team of the week, people. One last question before we out here. Charlatan of the week, who does it go to?
Harry Kane assisting goals.
Anthony Joshua.
Oh.
No, I'm only joking.
No, that's a good shout. It's a good shout.
It's got to be
Give it
football
Nuno.
related.
Just give it Nuno. Just give it Nuno, man.
Give it Nuno till the end of the
He's got to give
season.
it to Spurs.
Exactly.
He's got to give it to Spurs from the whole thing.
Just as Tottenham as a club this whole weekend, obviously AJ bottling his fight at Al Ground with the cheap
He's a
fireworks.
Spurs fan as well, isn't he?
Oh, maybe Bruno.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No.
No. You guys know me. When United players deserve slander, I'll happily let you guys do it. Bruno.
Ronaldo for
Mr.
bottling
Pim.
taking the penalty.
Bruno missed a pen, but he did actually do stuff during the game. Like he's not the reason why we didn't win that game. So I would defend that. That's not happening. But I've heard Harry Kane. I've also heard Harry Kane just saying.
Just
Harry
Spurs.
Kane's up there.
I don't think it's fair to just say Kane because Kane's in that situation because of Spurs.
They went to penalties. They went to penalties midweek as well, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Charlatans.
Wait, they went to penalties. What?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
with Wolves.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's unanimous then.
They played a strong side for that. Yeah.
Hey, your team is actually dead, you know. Also, Dele Alli, fam. Dele Alli.
Actually, no. Wait. Bun the whole Spurs thing. Dele Alli has to be it. What is he, bro?
Dele Alli was getting MP
Quickly,
guns.
before
Like,
we
he
leave,
would not
Ryan,
start.
what is Dele Alli? Just quickly, like, what's his best thing? Like, what?
What's his best thing? He's
Wait,
probably
doing TikTok.
He's a
yeah,
TikTok
no,
celebrity, isn't it?
it's repping these boo man clothes. That's what Dele Alli's best job is.
Actually, the downfall is mad. It's actually crazy.
Downfall is
Isn't
mad.
it?
It has to be Dele. For me, it has to be Dele Alli. Anyone else in disagreement? No.
No, it's Dele Alli.
Someone goes, it's rude. Heard it when you
Yeah.
order from Wish with the drinks.
Flipping out, yes. So Charlotte of the week goes to Dele Alli for doing nothing, as per this season. We got Ryan saying, "How have Ronaldo shook? You think he was going to take it, but Emily did that, so he said no. Stop lying. What the f, man? Hey, listen.
I don't care from he got shook from. Man
Oh,
goes,
hey, listen.
kid.
Hey, we have to take it, bro. We have to take it, bro. Like it's all it is. At the end of the day, it's actually kind of funny, and
The way he celebrated.
the way he's celebrating, that's just like. Oh,
You know,
yeah,
at first I thought he was shagging the post, but then I found out he was just dancing.
And then Klopp for taking off Curtis and then bringing on Firmino. So wait, this Liverpool fan has been fighting against people slandering Liverpool just in the end of the show to slander Liverpool. You love to see it. But guys, that's the end of Midnight Vibes episode 65. Hope you've had a wonderful time. We are joined by Yannicka, Shems, and Ryan. Yannicka, where can we find you on socials?
Yeah, you can find me at Itchy City on Twitter. I'm mainly on Sarcasm City as well, which I have a show in about 5 minutes. So yeah, jump over there if you want.
Hey, Galdem City, go on, jump over there to a show. Also, Sarcasm City podcast. Hella wild, fam. You know what I mean? So Yannicka, this is light work for Yannicka compared to what
Oh yeah,
goes
just
through
banner. Just banner.
on that show. Shems, where can we find you?
Sleeping. Nah, I'm going to bed soon. I got work tomorrow. But cool. Shems _ 94. Find me on the final third, TF3, just all of that stuff. Yeah, you probably saw Banks reacting at Old Trafford after Ronaldo after Bruno's miss. Yes, that's us. That platform there. Yeah, the final third, just more video content and stuff coming out. But yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. It's always fun chopping out with you.
No problem. Ryan, after your therapy sessions, where can we find you?
That's it. Every Friday on First 11 for the Tottenham therapy sessions. Just a group of us get together and moan and cry and talk about Tottenham for an hour or so. And then at Ryan Madden 1991 Twitter handle.
Nice. All right, guys, and you don't look for David because you don't want to, so we skip him. Sauls, where can we find you?
Yeah, Gunnar Souls on Twitter, and pretty much I post everything on there. Obviously, you can find me on Midnight Vibes. And Chino's Arsenal. That's it, really. I don't really do a lot.
Come on now. And obviously, I have been your host. I have been your pastor. I have been your captain, and also your leader of resistance that is still alive and kicking people. He's not gone nowhere. Screw the pagans. But yeah, follow me at. No, I was about to say elite underscore KJ. I don't think about that anymore. KJ X Milligan for all your vibes, needs, and maybe every now and then, just in a tearful state of OLE tax. I look at it like how the actual government tax me, bro. It's just not nice, isn't it? It's just not nice. Also, yeah, Bon Boris, because why is there no petrol in the flipping country? That is a discussion for another day. But until then, guys, peace out. Have a good time. And Sasuke is going to leave us with the super chat saying, "Loser pool."